What is up, guys? Part 4 of this game. Excavation. Oops, Barrow.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Good morning, Father.
Ah, what a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Don't get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Indeed. What do you...
Oh, yes. Around his vast land holdings give many...
I hear he is renovating an old chapel on his land.
Aye, I've heard such report. He believes this to something I wholeheartedly disagree, to which god his chapel will be dedicated to.
Why do you say that?
Oh, don't listen to my... Oh, let us move on.
What brings you to the...
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members. To go over... You're welcome.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have quite a busy day.
We will be at St. Edmunds, should you wish to join us later.
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any... Did you make it yourself?
No. Do you recognize this?
You ought to take better care of your...
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
That's precisely what I...
I'm afraid I can't help you.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be...
Beating raw metal into a fine object.
okay, what the hell do I do now? I get it. Dream. Hey,
You look a bit addled.
I am not...
Aye, my head is pound.
To tell you...
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal on...
Whose journal?
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
Stanley must be playing tricks on you.
He swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. Somehow I have a clear memory.
What do you make...
It's a good shape for skimming across water. What is it?
I'm not sure.
How mysterious.
Shouldn't you be...
The line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded?
For the time being.
Capital. I had a splendid time last night.
Aye. Even thanks for... Listen, I really appreciate...
The feeling is mutual. I wonder who left me this journal.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please go...
The writings of a madman.
I don't disagree. Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
A witch?
Aye. She might be able to help you with the symbols.
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
You're welcome.
Why do people think just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean...
There's more to it, they say.
Who are they?
Oh, you know.
Hogwash.
Some also go to her for potions and spells.
Spell?
Truth be told, she's a night. I sometimes see her foraging in the brambles around.
Will she burn at the stake some...
You might think us backward in Bewley, Thomasina, but we're not.
Sorry, Arthur. Only... Goodbye.
Hurrah!
what the hell? The air guy.
Hello, dear.
Good day. I believe...
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes,
I can assure you.
and you are...
James.
What do you pay?
A new world.
Quite the
Indeed, I am.
Can I see it?
Not yet. Such a world is not complete without you in it.
You flatter me.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
Why not?
Man, you shall be the...
I don't really have the time now.
Don't, when the time comes.
Capital. What do you...
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold.
Are you a...
You see this beck? Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest, be it a stone or... I meet it with my gaze, and out of the tumbling and I see
You certainly have the eloquent... Do you recognize...
a place to keep one's thoughts and reflect.
Is it yours?
No, my dear.
Bunun geldi.
Do you know of...
I'd like to know more about you. What time do you like to rise in the morning? How do you like... What make...
Well...
With your...
No, I...
Such a view should be shared with at least...
Do you deem yourself fit for this...
Indubitably. But do go on. How do you like your tea?
Hot? With...
No sugar, of course.
No sugar.
It rots the tea. Your smile is as dazzling as the Himalayan snow.
Oh, James.
And finally,
Spending time with my father.
I should like to...
Perhaps you will. And you, Jane. I propose this...
All in good time. My truths will surround you.
Do you know Leonard...
A man of Bewley?
Yes.
I care not. Only for the...
What do you know of Lord...
A fine gentleman. Now...
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think... But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss...
Goodbye.
See you...
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on now, don't make him wait.
Aren't you going to admit?
I hate you.
Those are strong words.
I want to come with you.
We've been through this. You can't come with me.
But we'll go to Seaborough next month.
Oh, what a dear...
I hate you.
Well, I love you. See you soon, little bird.
I shan't be visiting the Badger. The resin has set somewhat. It's firm. I've collected some waxy resin. Please. Are you
Some call. I prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley Station.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them. How's your sightseeing go? Save your words. I know you're no sight, and I know exactly why you're in. You won't get far by lying to...
I'm sorry,
I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the...
I beg your pardon?
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance. You have your father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
You knew my father?
Such piercing blue eyes. What a handsome young William.
He was here.
Oh, yeah, a long time ago, ma. 25 years by my reckoning. But I'll never forget.
I understand you might be able to...
A journal, you say?
Yes, it was slipped. I have no idea. It contains peculiar drawing. Arthur Tillett told me you might be able to...
I'm not a witch, you know.
I didn't think you were, Ms. Walker.
Good. Well, let me take a look. These drawings mean nothing to me.
Oh.
But I think this belonged to your...
Why do you say that?
This journal contains an account of when I met him, you see. You don't recognise your own father's handwriting.
It's been so many years since I've seen... What do you make of this...
I-A-W. I haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in...
How did you...
One might say I have folks from all around come to me for help with their ale. Hernwood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure... Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me.
A cure for what?
Your mother were with child, and she was suffering the most terrible...
Adam...
I made something to help her.
This is incredible. Is that why my father was in...
You were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
What can you tell me about...
Well, not more. I only met your father. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about
binding?
He said he needed it for the
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be...
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again. But I understand the excavation. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after. Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard...
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he
Little escapes you.
So there's... My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way. But he's a nice enough...
I see. Do you know Lord...
I know his labourers make a mess. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him. Now more.
What do you think my father...
I've no idea. He didn't explain more and I didn't...
This just doesn't sound like...
You'll have to ask...
I'm afraid my father has been... He cannot speak.
Terrible.
You said that the floor...
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction...
The landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. Something about a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of and someone round here will have a story about...
My thoughts... You never saw my father again after...
No. From memory, it were just the two of...
Charles Bryden mentioned there was a
Is that so? Well, you best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
Thank you for your help, Ms. Walker. What are those berries?
An ancient breed. No, however, they do have some medicine.
I see. I shouldn't enter.
That is the map.
There's nothing else. Yes.
Remember what I told you? You're better off waiting for the next train back to...
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that... Whatever they found down there. I'd wait. Tell me you won't disturb Hob.
I can't make that promise.
Can't say I didn't warn. There is something unnatural.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Ms. One cannot abandon reason.
Thomasina? Thomasina, come here. This...
I'm playing with Joe.
She can wait. This...
What is it, Mum?
It's your father.
Daddy's...
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste.
Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need to go collect him.
Can't I?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want...
Go pick up your dolls, then come...
Yes, Mummy. Josephine? Where did Mum...
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I shan't be visiting. Arthur, the journal belongs to my... Arthur? Hello?
Sorry,
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something. It will come back to me. You say your father were in...
Yes! Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Well, I'll be... Let's talk about it tonight.
That's fine. I hope you...
Bugger off!
Ah. I don't think anyone is hurt. Hello? Hello? My mother always told me... I don't think anyone... Good day.
Hey up.
Look at this. It's my father.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing...
Did you slip it under...
Ha! Have you gone... Why would I have your...
Never mind. Did the sketches in...
Looks like a load of...
What do you make of...
Don't look like out to me.
Are you familiar with any...
Oh, the old cobbler used to tell me... Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
A goblin? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the Plough and Furrow?
Never drank it. Sober as a jug. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm...
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her... Can't say I've...
Do you know any other...
I don't have the time to be standing here gossip.
Apology. I found out my father visited William Bateman, perhaps...
I would have been just a lad. What were he here for?
That's what I intend. Thanks for your time.
Aye.
Mr. Long mustn't... I don't need to go in there. I don't wish to... I'd rather not. I suspect that... I could tell... I don't wish to wake him. Nobody home. They are still locked. I can admire the crafts. I've no time. I can admire the craftsmanship. A memorial list of 4. They stretch back several. The flowers have long since dried. The flowers have. Hello? Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair?
No, lass. There you are. Are you Thomasine?
That's my...
Oh, Ma, it's me, Leonard Shoulder.
Heavens! I'd given up on finding you.
Please, take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
It was
Proven
avoiding
to be
us.
quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm mortified. I offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to me bed these past few days with a terrible fever.
How dreadful.
Review.
I take it you're feeling better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath. I've not much
To the
go
third
in me
base.
these days.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder. I spent a good amount of time pounding on your
Coming back. I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so... Please accept me a...
Fine. I've come all this way. Let us speak of...
Marvel.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation. Why didn't you mention this?
What? Where did you hear that?
I have my means.
I swear, Miss Bateman...
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this?
I've been bound to me bed, lass. What an extraordinary coincidence. You are following in your father's footsteps.
It would seem so, Mr. Shoulder. Is this your...
I've been looking up. Where did you find it?
In the alley behind the Plough and Furrow on the night of my arrival. Were you there?
As I say, I've been bedbound.
How odd.
Can I please have...
Here.
Thank you.
Why did you invite me?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore. My father told me all sorts of stories about it. Stories that some folk around here take a little too seriously. Especially after the...
What can you tell?
Oh, it were 25. Back then, Bewley were undergoing a period of great strife. Samuel Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as folks started to believe the ground. Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going on.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on. It were long said that a goblin made his home there. rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself. The villagers believed that ridding the Barrow of its lodger would put an end.
Hogwash. My father would have paid no heed to such.
Whether it were his intent to join the excavation, but whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrow, the crop started to grow back. Bewley were no longer in the grip of dark forces. You must understand. Folk here, they don't want you disturbing whatever it. As far as the villagers are concerned, the thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo whatever it.
This does explain.
And it's also why I'd venture nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's.
Surely you don't believe these tales of.
Not that, however, I suspect those. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you that coincidence reigns supreme.
So what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Who was the third man?
I'm afraid, although I'd heard about the excavation and I were intrigued by it, the atmosphere in the village was rather too tense for me liking. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of...
This is my...
Incredible. Can I look?
You may.
Look at these... Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very...
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the...
How did you know?
I saw your interview in the a young lady travelling about the land, digging up barrows.
But why do you wish to...
I want to see what those lads found in there. My curiosity has grown over the years. Now it is time for...
I must say, I am rather eager to find out what's in there. I've managed to find Hobbs Barrow, but...
Is that... Keep trying. You'll relent.
Perhaps you could have a word with him.
Oh, no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better chance of change.
You told me in your letter there would be no issue gaining access to the Barrow.
I didn't foresee any when I wrote to you. I'm sorry this has been more... Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman.
Did you know my...
I don't believe...
William, he was in Bewley for at least a few days.
I'm sorry, lass.
Are you...
I'm quiet. A most fascinating coincidence.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere...
Miss Bateman,
I'm none of the sort. Tell me more of this...
It is said that Hobbs, everyone in Bewley has some... But the version my father told me as a child, the goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this soul.
Tell me more about...
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smash. Others said he were friendly, there to lend a helping hand, the latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation... My father's stories put the goblin in the mischief. Saxnot, he called. I recall one such anecdote, that Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots. However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth. The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that...
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine, lass.
What is a...
A place where one can walk where the flesh meets the spirit world. Just superstition, of course.
I had a peculiar... I met a creature at Hobbs Barrow. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hobbs Barrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is...
A remarkable coincidence.
But there is still what the goblin told me. Proof of its claims would await me, and surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared.
Very queer.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before. And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me. Something is wrong here. This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, but please remember who you are, Miss Babe.
What do you make of this?
The carving of...
Yes, it was strapped. Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having any... We're peas of the same pod. I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here. We have some great discovery. And a chance to follow it. Right, time for me to shift these old... to take me a spot of the ploughing furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me.
Thank you, Mr.
I'm sorry again for giving you the run. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again. See you soon.
I was starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed. The day was starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain. It was after that first conversation with Leonard Shoulder that I started into... What if my dream wasn't just a dream? What if it was all more than simple? What if that thing really could help my father? Good day, Hello? What's this? A fiddle bow? There's no string. Mine. Don't be shy. What are you doing out here all alone on the moor? Do you live here? Would you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again? Yes? Hey! Most peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her. If memories of my childhood violin lessons serve me right, bowstring, the strings don't vibrate without it. I should apply this to the string first. What a peculiar name. I can't quite...
Mummy?
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
What are you burning?
Nothing. Just waste. Now go inside.
Abrax. Mummy, what is this?
Waste. Burn it.
Good day, Mr.
Miss, I'll stop you there. I know what you're going to. No, there'll be no...
Mr. Bryden, there has been an
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the
Oh.
Yes, I had no idea.
The answer's still no. I saw what happened to... I won't risk the same happening.
But...
That's enough. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging. No question. I'm not...
But...
Off with you.
This is not my... Easy. I'm not fond of goats at the best of times.
Just
What do you make of this? It was strapped to my...
Wait a minute. Bye. Wait here a moment. I need to get something.
I waited for what felt like an... And I realised that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling... Finally, Mr. Bryden...
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back. Take a look.
Incredible! A pair!
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe. Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to... A place that is no...
You're not gonna give up, huh?
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied too, the man were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that Barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation, understood?
Wait, you're giving me...
Aye, I don't have the energy to stop you.
Thank you so...
Don't make me regret. Take Samuel's...
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get.
I don't suppose you can spare any...
Don't push your markets on today. Ta-ra.
And like that, as exciting as that was, I was distracted by what... There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me? To protect me? To stop you failed. And so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone. Good day.
Fresh produce.
What have you got?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and you're welcome to have a
I'll be sure to browse. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
produce is not mine to take. Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try?
No thanks.
As you wish.
Mutton pies! Can I interest? Fine is 2p each.
No
You're missing.
Hello, Miss Tom.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Tom.
Ma'am?
How do you fare?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose.
Who's that?
The milkman. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen... You are in the
Aye. He employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help from... Do you think his lordship could lend me...
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up, and I find you some milk, would you be able to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
His lordship really doesn't...
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me. But she'll be even crosser if I come back without...
So, do we have...
Aye, bring me some milk, and I'll take you to...
Thank you.
But hopefully, Mr. Ambrose...
Have you been waiting long?
Aye, he should have been here. He's here every... He sells only the freshest milk. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn...
Oh,
Are you familiar with Hob...
What's that?
Never mind. What do you make of...
Oh,
Why?
dunno. Just a...
Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
Thank you, ma'am. But tell me if you see Mr.
I will. Good day.
Hey up.
What do you make?
Don't look like I...
Do you have any fresh milk?
I'm a blacksmith.
Quite. I met a girl at the Devil. She gave me this broken fiddle bow.
Ha! Well, you've experienced the local folklore.
Does the name...
Never heard it.
Thanks for your...
Aye.
Joe, perhaps you've had enough.
Don't you start...
Hello again.
Miss Bet?
Mr. Bright.
Marvelous. When?
Tomorrow But first I need to It's too much work for me to do.
I see. Bewley has its fair share of strapping young lads.
What else can you tell me about...
Try not to worry yourself too much. Leave those to the low.
Have others spoken of goblin...
A dream is a dream, that is...
I know.
But to answer your question...
Tell me about yourself.
I'm sure the locals...
You cut quite the mysterious...
It's true, when one... I like the...
I take it you don't get many...
Oh no, that's... Just me. I used to come into Bewley more often, back before me help.
What do you think of...
Whilst one could consider the villages to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want for nought here.
I know where I can find a Scotch egg, that's for certain.
Do treat yourself to one. You'll not taste better.
Is there anything else I should know about Hobbs Barrow, Mr. Shoulder?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so. What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourselves.
What was it like, living in that period of...
I kept to myself. It didn't really affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can...
Indeed. Is there anything else I should be aware of? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
You know the corruption in that soil were all...
What do you make of Lord Panswick?
His lordship is an important man in Butte. His family has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Do you respect...
I do. He won't... Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye. He has great ambitions for Bewley and wants to share them with...
What do you make of
Who?
I believe she's also known as...
Oh, we used to get about when we were children. Our paths have not crossed in a long...
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is decent. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass. I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again,
If you don't mind me asking, what is the...
Oh, getting off this bench will be a small bat. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, miss.
Growing old is a blessing, and what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much top, but I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug. Don't worry about me.
What a lord...
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back.
But what of St. Edmund? I think Father Roach might argue God has never...
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, miss.
You found...
Yes. I've had some rather unbelievable...
Oh?
Quite the coincidence.
Remarkable. Just...
Do you recall my father from back...
I'm afraid those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much, but an interesting turn of...
What do you know of...
I'll tell you what I know about Mother.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from... Do remind her next time you see her walk.
I'd rather not get him...
Be careful who you...
Who is Miss Tom?
A housemaid. In the employ of Panswick, she comes by to pick up his lordship's weekly...
I'm surprised newspapers are available.
Aye. His lordship gets...
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from out...
Aye. He has many...
What sort of it?
His lordship's affair...
Do you have any fresh milk?
Sorry, lass. I've none of...
Never mind. Does the name Saxnot?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
I certainly don't wish to... Horsehair would make fine bowstring. She almost took my... I don't wish to lose an eye. I'll have to gain her trust. That's not mine to take. I don't wish to wait. I'd rather not. The window is well out. I could tether a horse here if I had one. I could tether a horse. I don't wish to... I'll have to gain... Good day.
Fresh. Would you...
Yes,
Here you are.
the apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes. Hey, girl. She is completely indifferent. Perhaps the apple is too spoiled. I don't wish to lose a...
Oh, fuck off.
I'll have to gain... Good day.
Fresh.
Do you have...
Not today.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
I'm not hungry. Not tempted. The box is full of various sprouts.
What the fuck is this? What?
Perhaps you'd be more freshly made.
No, thank...
Hello.
Good day.
Do you have...
Not yet. Oh, no sign.
I'm a...
Ghost radio. Hey. Turned off. Ah.
Hello again.
Yes?
Do you have...
No.
Not to work. Farewell.
Okay. The easy route.
Mr. Shoulder told...
Came out too early.
I don't wish to... I'll have to gain her trust. No one here.
Interesting. Wait, there's a farm.
What do you...
Do you have any friends?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome.
You?
Me go. Good luck.
Oh. Milk bitch.
All right.
Whoa. The fuck?
I don't know what's happening. All this superstitious nonsense must be getting to my head. I'm not going near
What the fuck? What the fuck? No.
I'm not going near. I'm not going. I should ask Mr. Bryden if he could.
Stupid.
Well,
I tried. Perhaps.
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had I've worked myself too hard. I couldn't bend down to...
Is there anything I can do?
My wife would say I'm beyond any help, but if you know of any remedies for aching joints, please send them my way.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm going to rest for ta-ra now.
Okay. Fucking joking. Right. From her.
Daddy, I do hope you remember it. I've taken great care of it. I'll fetch it for you. Daddy, you must remember the day it's the red urn you buried in my first... Where Mother took all the pot. The pot might look nice. Perfect. There. I'm going to be... Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead. Good day.
Yes?
Do you know of...
You're too young to be suffering from
It's for someone...
Yes, yes. I know.
Capital. May I have some?
Oh, I don't have the ingredient.
What do you need to make?
It's a simple elderflower and flirtwort. I can make the poultice for you if you bring me these things. Then it just needs to be applied directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
Thank you. Where can I find some elder...
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look...
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can...
Where can I find some elder...
There used to be...
What...
Elder...
Farewell.
Yes?
Where can I...
Flirtwort is not commonly found. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you...
Thank you. Farewell. I'm not sure what that would... No. This looks like it might be elder... I'll take some.
Excuse me, Miss Bateman. Farewell. Which work is that?
Romeo and... Oh, he's...
Good day.
Hello, miss...
If you're looking for Father...
Where is Father Ro...
You might have noticed the good father has a green thumb. He's gone to visit his friend in the countryside.
Where is Father Roach's tower garden?
Why, he's got a lovely... You'll have to ask him to...
It does sound rather pleasant. It's a shame he's not around.
Well, he do...
Do you know where...
No. If I did...
Not to worry.
Were it in... Oh, I'd best wait till he...
I found out my father visited William Bateman, perhaps...
Bateman? William? I remember he were a right miserable sod.
My father was only in Bewley briefly, from what I understand. I'm trying to piece together what he was doing here.
You'll have to ask him. I don't recall anyone of that name.
My father... Do you...
I'm sorry I can't...
What? I agree.
Older than Christian... Oh, the youth...
These box pews are most unusual. I've never seen any quite so tall.
We Bewley folk like our privacy. Many of the pews are owned by individuals.
Some might accuse...
Now,
At
my...
Does the name
Is that a village near...
No, never mind. Do you have any...
I don't...
Not to worry. Thanks for...
Lord...
The flowers have long since... I think I... There's a key behind here. This has to be Father Roach's spare. No, that won't... I can't see how that will help. I can't see how that... It's locked.
Key.
Capital. This is just... I already took some. Father...
Report away, bitch.
I should put the key back. There. Good day.
Yes.
Farewell.
Oh, bullshit. Dude.
Good day.
Wonder and the No. It's cowbait. An easy mistake to make.
Oh.
It's safe to eat. As long very toxic to...
Where can I find...
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Hernwood. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look...
Elderflowers are small, white. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the...
Good day.
Show me. Aye, that's...
Oh. What the... I'm here. Bitch, here. Comes.
I've no desire... You're a sweet... The produce is not my... Hello, Jane.
Miss, what?
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
I dare...
Easy. Told you I could do it. Here's your apple back.
I'm...
Mutton pies!
I can't think of any... This looks like elderflower. This looks like elderflower to me.
Hey, then buy it, bitch. So frustrating.
I don't wish to give...
Don't wish.
Good day.
Fresh produce?
Is that...
Aye.
Any good for sword joint?
Aye. Penny a bunch?
I'm afraid I don't have...
Sorry, miss. Does it look like...
Can we work?
I deal in cash. No coin. What do you take me for?
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Where do I get money? What the fuck? I think about more.
Oi! Keep your grubby hands off.
Sorry.
What the fuck? How do you distract her?
Hello, Jane.
Miss.
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
Oh.
Tins of corned beef. Ghastly.
That's my fucking mom.
Hello, Wally.
Yeah.
Go away. You gave the door back to...
It wasn't very nice of you to bury.
I gave it to the... And you stole...
You don't really believe it. You're old enough.
There, and thanks to...
There's no such thing as curse.
Go away.
This is where I dug up. This is where I dug. I shall name. The worm has. I dare you.
Easy. Yuck, a worm.
I managed to swap. Good day.
Shit.
I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. And the...
I have nothing else.
Dude. Good. Anything.
Yeah.
I've got a. It was
Oh,
you.
oh, thank you. That,
She's.
I'll get... Oh, that did. I feel like a lad of 20. I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for your inheritance.
If you don't mind.
A fair... Stanwell.
Believe me, I'm not.
There you are, lass.
Hey, let's go.
I'll let the worm in.
Mutton pies!
I've got a you here.
Mum, thank you.
Are you all?
I'm worried. Any road. Would you still like to?
Very much.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home. He's a very.
I'll take my.
Follow me. Come on over.
What time's your...
Sorry, Ma.
Give it here, then. What the hell is this?
Goat's milk.
You daft... Since when does his lordship... Oh, he will not be... Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, Ma.
Oh shit. Hey. I'm ready.
Some fine looking. Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp.
I've no time for frolic.
Okay, what the fuck do I do now? Do I do something? Don't do.
Where is...
Sorry, Ma. Miss Fenchurch is ever...
Fuck.
I was wondering if it might...
Are you deaf? Don't make me fit. They're armed, you... By Christ, do you want to get yourself...
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the and perhaps the odd grab. Greetings, my... Lord James Panswick, at your disposal.
You're Lord Panswick?
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining...
Much older?
Yes, to be frank.
See? I can read your mind. Now, may I ask...
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh?
I intend to excavate Hobbs Barrow tomorrow.
An How very... We're in the middle of our own works right this... Follow me, Miss Bateman. Come along. For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, his influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very Believe it or not, since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick guided the hands of my ancestors. Now Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's?
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his. A new...
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come a greater But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is... Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of...
Hobbs Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my... These are my finest...
Thank you. Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to...
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your...
Yes.
But...
Farewell.
Wait! Is his lordship...
No, miss. His lordship is a...
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks. Please let us get on with our toy. If you do as his lordship requests...
Huh. The hell?
Good day.
Hello, miss... Do you still...
Oh, you have a few left, but there's...
Might you please be able to...
Sorry, truth be told, my dear Rose, me thoughts are all over the...
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hand.
Were you married to Albert?
Aye, he were the cobbler here, the most dashing cobbler in all of England. Love it. There's naught that...
I can relate to that. I wish you...
Thank. We've got...
May I ask who you have...
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back in...
Won't they be off?
Not at all. Besides, pet, as I told you...
Sorry, Mrs. Thanks for your...
Lord be...
What the fuck do I do now? Oh.
They are still locked. The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque.
Relative, I.
No.
He were the cobbler who's going to mend me boots now.
The simple wooden cross bears... Hello? Does this fresh grave...
Aye.
Rather bare?
My job is to dig the graves.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Convince her to dig it. Fuck.
Hello, Miss... I saw you're late.
Thank you. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than... You were a colourful... He loved his... He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plant... May the Lord...
Plants are difficult to maintain.
His precious hippiastrum were the first to... I would have loved to live.
What does a...
Oh, beautiful. Tall stems topped with large red flowers. Hard to grow in this... They were his... The remarkable thing is there's no scent to him. That's why he loved them. You see, he hated anything that smelled... Hippiastrum would just... Let me know if you come...
Of course, what does a hip... Thanks for your time.
Lord...
Flowers and...
These match...
Bitch. Take it and down.
There's no scent.
You get away from... Move!
Well, that...
Yeah, how do I dissect this bitch?
Good day.
Hello.
I really...
What?
It's a long... Might you please...
Sorry, Mom. It's just that I'm so worried.
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
I see.
What the fuck?
I'm worried sick that he stood without Mr. Ambrose. I can't risk losing it over...
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins.
Do you think he's a bad...
I'm sure that's not the case.
Could you try to find him? Oh, please. I'd do anything for you if you...
I can try.
Oh, thank you.
What does Mr.
He's got brown hair.
I'm afraid I'll need a...
Sorry, Mum. Please.
Hey, stop your...
Sorry, Miss...
So bullshit, dude. How the fuck do I find him? He's trying to run away. This guy.
Good
Wrong.
day.
Hello there.
I'm just... Do you know...
I do, yes.
Have you any idea?
He is usually...
So I heard...
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewley.
Thank you. I'm looking. Might you?
Sorry, miss.
What brings you to the?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want a bite?
No. Enjoy your.
I will.
East of the Bule. Okay.
I certainly don't.
That's
There we are. Your shells are looking much more. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these? Well, I don't know if they're all true. Even though, would you like me to share? Well, I'm going. I look. You hadn't. You. I thought, but it wasn't. We talked about. See. Mother was. Once you. We. I think it was this. I remember you. There's a. We've talked. We've. We've talked about. We've talked. This is from the first. I found it. I almost. What? I thought it was an account. I managed to. I've decided I'm going to travel. When you're feeling better, I promise. There's something ahead. My God! Mr. Barrow! I'm going to help you. Let me free you. Curses! The rope is bound. I can't even... Don't worry, sir.
what the fuck came for him though?
Bakewell. Third Bewley really was incomplete. The cart is beyond repair. The milk is... Please hold still.
That is not first.
I can't cut through the rope with this. Please hold still. Curse it. That won't help me free.
Now what the fuck, right? Dear. The fucking knife was...
I can't think of anything else to... There's nothing... Hello?
Oh, can't a man drink? There's no...
How many more?
The fuck is that?
Goodness me.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. I spent all morning trying to get that... I shall be having words with that scoundrel next...
Curse it.
We have our... It's all yours if you...
Fine.
I'm not sure. I do not wish to damage Mr. Kemp. I do not wish to damage.
What? Are you?
I do not wish.
The fuck?
No, that was. I'm not strong enough to pull this out with my bare hand. I can't think of any. I'm not. I don't care.
What the fuck?
I've hung my aside from that. I can't think of anything.
Else.
I can't think of. I can't think of anything. There's nothing.
This guy. Fuck.
Good day.
Hey up.
Might I buy
A knife, you say?
That's very kind.
Think nothing of it.
Hey, fucking hell.
That were a here you are.
Thank you so. Thanks for.
Aye.
For the knife.
Please hold still. He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery, and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this. After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free. Are you all right?
Who were lost in visions of hell itself, the devil. I saw the devil.
Who did this to you?
The terrible. I won't forget them till my.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tom.
My.
Let me take you to here. Take my. As we made he insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for.
My love.
Eddie! Jesus, what happened?
Now, fret no.
I thought you'd abandoned.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping.
Oh,
let's get out of.
Hang on.
I'll have your guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow!
cheek! Here you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss.
No,
Aye, thank you.
let's go. I'm never setting foot.
Good luck, you. I have some.
You fool! Let's take your.
Of course.
You know, the things I miss most about him, the click of his jaw, the way he's just stuff. He were a good
sound.
Do you feel?
It's the point. My fault. Ever since.
Oh,
I'm to be better. I do any. Those flowers.
They do. Albert will be smart. Pet, you'll find some you can have them.
Oh,
you've brought, and it's only.
Thank you, Mrs.
To be truthful, I shouldn't be so selfish.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with her. You go back to Lord be with.
And you. I'll leave her.
That's a fucking pudding.
Here they are.
Okay, but I need a horse's head at the present.
I can't.
Freshly baked.
Yeah, 3 of Mrs.
You are an
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order. Of course, I would have lent you my men either way. I merely desired an excuse to.
Lord Pan.
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewley to fulfill. Or.
I do not find this amusing. You have no idea what I had to go.
Oh, I do. And that's what tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case, I.
Now then, will you share one of these?
Why not?
Splendid. You like to live a little. Let us.
That sounds. We walked side by side down to the beck, his hand, despite Lord Panswick's entertaining company. We ate those cakes down by the beck, and as he attempted the most charming lines he could muster upon me, I owned, Father, could he be saved from his suffering, was the answer to be. I ached to. I didn't even notice the taste of. Seemingly disheartened by my lack of enthusiasm, Lord Panswick soon marched me back.
Chaps, you're to assist Miss. What time?
Early morning, if you don't.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hobbs Barrow, on the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance.
It's no.
Splendid.
Thank you.
Now, I'll see you later.
Thank you, Lord.
We're finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning.
Certainly. Well, that's a relief to have. I've no time for. I can't think of any. These flowers. Perhaps they had a. Perhaps I could show them to Mildred Walker. Bakewell, Bewley. The cart is beyond. Good day. Do you reckon?
Hellebore, quite common in.
Is it known for any?
Aye, many depending on who you. Some say it can be used. They say it has the power to alter perception, opening a passage.
So it causes one to.
You could. I certainly wouldn't recommend.
Thank you. I shan't be visiting the I should apply this to this. No. The produce is. Good day.
How did...
I'm afraid it.
Hey up, don't you be going around telling folk
Good day.
friends would mislike to...
No, thank you. I really don't. I have nothing else to. The produce. Hello again.
Miss.
I've recruited.
When?
Tomorrow morning.
What?
Can I count on your.
Of course. I'll meet you.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward.
Hello there.
Yes?
My.
Ted?
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Are you a local?
Oh no, I'm just passing through. I'm amused just myself, me guitar.
Is that your.
Aye, thistle.
That's an unusual.
Aye, glutton would be, but it feels.
Are you a travelling
Aye, I've been playing.
What's it about?
You'll have to.
What do you make of.
Can't. I don't use.
I see. Have you heard.
Can't say it. What is it?
Never mind. Thank you.
Make.
I'll try. I have nothing else to. I don't wish to. I'll have to gain her trust. I could certainly use the knife to cut, but I'm gonna have to gain her trust unless I want a hoot. I can't see. That's not mine. Good day.
Hello.
I've found me.
Aye, I saw the two of you walk past not long. What the hell happened?
He refused to say, but I...
Jeez.
Have you any idea who might have done...
No, lass.
To a friend?
Grand.
Enjoy your Scotch ale.
I will.
Nobody home. Nobody home. I can't think of any. I can't think of anything. Do you know how to make?
It needs a string. Once you've got, just tie the string on tight. You'll be a
Capital. Thank you, Mr. I'm not sure they would... I can't think of any... I don't need... I've too much to... I prefer my tea.
Hands off me, sugar!
I think this is supposed to be for all the...
I said...
Come on, Joe.
Ha!
Good girl. Hopefully that's... I've managed to cut off... There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now. I've done it. The bowstrings... Look what I have for you.
But
my head. What happened? Hello? Where did she go? The girl left her fiddle. I'll take it with me. I want to understand. It's time to head back to the plough and furrow.
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening.
Your lordship.
Stanley.
To what do we owe the play?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her I'm really rather curious as to...
As am I.
An exciting time for Bewley, wouldn't...
Oh, yes, your lord.
My dear, please, allow me a welcome antidote.
Yes.
No, thanks.
Miss Bateman.
I should keep a clear...
Good thing. In that case, I shall bid thee the fondest... May you conquer Hobbs Barrow.
Thank you, your lord.
I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobbs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, Mr. Shoulder.
Your lordship?
Hello,
Miss...
Are you prepared for...
Aye. Truth be told, I was worried...
Capital. Thank you for...
Aye, miss. I'm looking...
You've changed an I thought you...
Aye. What can I...
I'm fine for... I can't think of any... I'll leave those two... Arthur?
I've remembered.
What is it, Arthur?
Not meet me.
He's stinking. Let's hear... Hello again.
You still leave me.
What is it?
First of all, that night we met.
Yeah?
Well, he threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Oh, Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he did with a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment.
No, you're not.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what you...
Oh?
Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something. I waited. I concentrated. And it finally...
Please, you're keeping me in some serious...
All right. It were a couple of days.
Hurry now, Leonard.
I'm not as quick. This leg is getting worse.
Yes. I'm constant. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your returned strength.
Aye. and it can't come soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Aye, she's family.
And she gets here in 2 days?
Aye.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No, your lordship, with all due respect, we need to ease her into the... She would laugh in our faces if we just...
Who said we would ask?
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work.
It will, we've got the perfect...
Wait. Who goes there? Did you hear something? Ah, a moonlight...
Oh, no!
After something, are you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
Save your words, you... Off you go, skid up. Don't make me ask. I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath. It's sad, really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him, Mr. Tillett.
Oh, come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, for I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your
Thanks.
Another dream. Ooh.
So, the journal proves I'm telling you the truth.
It does.
Good. I can help. We can help.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Sack's not what cause of their plight. I tell you, Thomasina, your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo. As for him, well, you know how he ended.
There's incantations.
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father... Blood. The truest symbol. It's the life which flows within you. But it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know time is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go. Save your father.
I give the blood or not give the blood?
I must undo what... Father, I... Good morning. Stanley?
Ah, Mr. Shaw. Oh, there were a key with it too.
What the fuck? Think about it.
Miss Bateman, I beg you, leave this.
Father Roach? What is...
There's nought for you here, lass. Clear off.
I beg you.
Father Roche, here to wish Miss Bateman,
Mr. Kemp, you know,
an excavation strongly.
I wish you well. May the Lord strengthen you and guard you from...
Yeah, little children, guard you.
Good luck, Miss.
Thank you.
What the fuck? This is fun. Okay. Hey. What's this sister?
Hello?
You're bringing here alone.
It's just a toy. What a peculiar name. I can't quite... What's this? A box. Mr. Shoulder, I got your note. Explain your... Curses.
Curses.
The key fits. Another one of these peculiar stones. Wait, does this mean Mr. Shoulder was the third man on my father's excavation?
Yes.
There's a note underneath.
Does not.
Where did the head...
Actually. side of it.
Hello? Is anyone... he's not...
Oh, fucking man.
Good morning, men. Thank you for braving...
Aye, miss. So?
Yes, we've not... And so, Horace and his men learnt quickly and went about their work. We toiled for hours, rolling away great stones, removing mortar and masonry put in place by father. They had gone to great lengths to... I should have realised their efforts were not only to keep us out, but also to... Eventually, our careful application of pick, trowel and a stagnant, cadaverous odour was... The seal was broken. I couldn't believe my eyes. Splendid.
Step inside. We'll be right behind.
Thank you, Horace. I can't wait a... Flowers? I can't... How could they... Horace?
Closer?
Horace?
They went away.
Chaps?
What the fuck?
I've been about... Try as I might, these... Hellebore, a simple hallucinogen, or something tells me I'm about to find...
Fuck.
They're not but... Fairly standard smash to high head. Not...
Weird. Stop it.
They're not budging. Let's see if I can... Something has been bought. The boards are held down. Iron stakes have been driven through the ball. I feel uneasy about what... Iron stakes at each end are keeping the boards in place. I can't remove the stakes with my bare hands. I can't seem to budge. Curse it. I can't get enough leverage with this knife. It's too thin. A passage. Father. Curses. Am I out of... Thank goodness. My lantern went out. For good, I had no choice but to venture forth into the darkness. With each step, the passage narrowed in every conceivable way, until I was on hand and knee. The odour of that dank soil. I crawled for an age, until I emerged in a cavern that seemed lit by the... What is this? It's a solid... I can't see how that will... That's a peculiar... No. I'm not sure what... This stone panel... This stone... The blade of the trowel is... Cursed. The panel is... Perhaps I can chip away at the edge... Well, the chisel... 3 niche... This stone...
Listen.
The blade of the trowel... No use. The...
Maybe.
I'm afraid I can't shift it. No. This stone...
Oh, fuck. Ordering. What another?
A click? Incredible.
AW, maybe.
Oh my. The light.
Just that bitch. You're done.
Curses. Goodness me. There's nothing Bronze Age about. Roman? Ancient Greek? No, this is something. Try as I might, there's a small hole in the front of the box. A lock, perhaps. I can't wedge it up. This one has shattered. Hmm. There's nothing inside. No movement there. The soil feels as hard as rock. I've broken up the soil. I've tilled the soil. I've tilled the soil. That's a peculiar... can't see how that will help. No, that... I've tilled the... That's a peculiar... No. I've tilled the... Some situations do call for brute force. There's something here, made of wood. It looks like a crank. It fits in the hole. Let's see if I can turn it. My word. The box is full of... They glow in a... Yet I feel compelled... There we are. I've planted the strange seeds. I've collected some water in the pot.
Good. Now what?
Am I dreaming? The wheat is firmly rooted. It fits. The figure is... It fits, but something is not quite right. These roots are I've removed a portion of the root. It's a little crude, but I believe I... It fits. Whatever was once placed here is long gone. A thick, greasy substance. I haven't the faintest... I don't wish... Empty. Empty.
Ah. Is that a goat? Not there. Right, we'll be taking a break here.